Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's been a while since I've uploaded, and it's been a while since I've made the 4-port boost control back valve deal video. So I said I would make a video on how to configure that, and yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do today. Keep in mind, I'm not a professional tuner, and if you have a tuner, you'd probably be better off just reaching out to them to do that for you. But this is for the people at home who try to learn and do the tuning themselves, kind of like me. And so yeah, I'm gonna try and go over it. Also, I did it in closed loop system, so I'm only gonna explain that. You got to figure out the open loop way if you want to do it that way, but that way it doesn't. If you do open loop, you don't require a dome pressure sensor, I don't think. You just need the back valve, and then you just open it to a certain percent. But yeah, I did closed loop, so I guess it's, I don't know, it's what I preferred. I could do open loop or closed loop since I already have a dome pressure sensor. And yeah, I'm going to try to explain that in the best way that I can, and hope this helps one of you guys out. Alright guys, so I'm not a professional, so do this at your own risk, I guess. And if you blow something up, I guess that's your problem. Anyways, so we're gonna use an old tune file from way back when I just had a cam in the S10, and we're just gonna go over all the individual configurations and all that. I have no turbo up here for boost or anything, so we're gonna start from an NA file. So first you want to go into your toolbox and add individual configuration. Select boost and open that, and then select default boost, open that. This just came up because I still have a 1-bar map sensor programmed into this NA tune file. This won't be a problem if you already make a boost or have a different map sensor. So we're just gonna get out of here. And right here we got our turbo now, and we're also going to add the IO configuration, the inputs and outputs, right down here, and open that, default IO, and there we go, inputs and outputs, and a turbo. So we're going to configure the dome pressure sensor first. I'm just going to go on number 1. Dome pressure, we're going to enable it. And this is the 5-volt sensor, so we select 5 volts. Okay. And configure. Alright, so now that we're in here, this is the sensor that is usually in here. Your sensor, whatever it may be, might be in here. Might just be able to select that, but I have a Low Dollar Motorsports 5-volt sensor, so I'm going to go all the way to the bottom and custom 5-volt, and select PSI for units. And we're going to zero everything out over here. This side is all 0, and we're going to put 75 over here because I have a 0 to 75 sensor, and that's what I'm going to configure it for. So now that that's all 75, you want to scroll down and do your scaling. So it goes to 75 psi, so we're going to put that in there, and We're gonna fill this row out. Want to highlight the entire row and fill row value. Then you'll have a nice ramp like that. Down here, this is a 5-volt sensor. It operates from 0.5 volts to 4.5 volts. So we're gonna put 4.5 in the bottom here, and it'll look kind of funny like that. And we'll put 0.50 in here. You're gonna wanna highlight the bottom row and fill row values in there as well. Now you have 0 to 75 psi, 0.5 to 4.5 volts, and then you go back out of here. Now that you got your sensor, everything set up. And I'm going to do the boost next. We have a 4-port Mac valve. We're just going to use the single Holley 3-port. Dome pressure. I have boost by speed. You can do boost by time, RPM, or gear. I have speed, so I'm going to put that in there. Select speed. And then you want to set your boost safeties. I have mine set to 15. Set them both to 15, and this one, so the top one will, if it sees 15 psi, it will revert to wastegate. The bottom one, if it sees 15 psi for 1 second, it will cut ignition. Alright, so now that we have everything done in here, we're going to go to pin map. And my dome pressure is wired up to my input number 2, so I am just going to select that and put it into input number 2. And outputs, you want to put your whichever output you wired your Mac valve to, that's where you want to put the boost plus solenoid. So I'm just going to put this down to right here in number 4. And then you're done here. And then you want to do your dome control setup. Dome pressure input, dome pressure. And these numbers I just found online and they work. So this is what I have in it. 1.5 on the top. And the next one I have, 2.0, and the bottom one I have 0.50, and that'll do it. That works for me, and hopefully it should work for you and everybody else. You might have to play with them as it doesn't work properly. And here is boost by speed. I have mine set up to make, a couple pounds of boost after 40 miles per hour. I think I have after 40 it goes maybe up to 4 something. And then keep in mind, this, whatever you put in here will be on top of your wastegate spring. So if you have a 4-pound wastegate, so if you have a 4-pound wastegate spring and you put 5 pounds in here, you can make 9 pounds boost. You can put however much you want into this. You can ramp it in slowly. You can, you can do whatever. Alright guys, so there you have it. I hope this helps someone out, and hope you don't blow up your vehicle. And yeah, just remember to set boost safeties and stuff like that. Alright, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.